Hello everyone and welcome to Cronkite Cut, where entertainment news is a cut above the rest. I'm Baby.
And from the 100 Acre Woods, I am Pooh. Happy Halloween.
Today we're going to be talking about Netflix's newest power play and another boy band who's dropping an album.
But first, we're going over to Francesca to find out which ex-power couple was seen back together.
Reunited, and it feels so good. Selena Gomez has put the bad blood behind her and is reconnecting with not only former Disney BFF Demi Lovato, but ex-boyfriend Justin Bieber as well. TMZ reports that Justin was spotted pulling up to Sal's studio city home in his white G-Wagon. Now, the two reportedly hung out at Sal's until midnight. Don't get it twisted though, the relationship is said to be strictly platonic. And yes, Selena's new boyfriend The Weeknd was well aware of the two exes hanging out, and he was cool with it. Now, on a different note, the Monday after Sal met up with Justin, Demi and Selena were photographed together at the 2017 InStyle Awards, and the happiness came naturally. This was the first time in years that the two pop stars snapped a photo together at an event. Way to make us feel nostalgic, guys. Back to you, Jordan and Brandon.
Thanks, Francesca. Now, Brandon, what do you think about this whole Selena Bieber thing? I almost think that they might be making new music together if they're just kind of meeting up.
I don't know if I'd go that far yet because as of now we've just heard about the meetings and that's one thing. I mean, people have meetings in Hollywood all the time.
Yeah.
But it is nice to see them burying the hatchet together. You know, it's nice to see when people like that can, you know, make away their differences and, you know, be friends again.
And I'm glad that The Weeknd's cool with it. I wouldn't be, but good for him.
Yeah, I actually think The Weeknd and Selena make a really cute couple. I actually do.
I do too. They seem really good together.
They do, yeah.
Now let's go over to Lauren Bukowski to find out where Netflix is taking their empire now.
The almighty king of television, Netflix, is spreading the love. After being responsible for the crushing defeat of network TV and making other competitors up their ante, Netflix is using their power for good. They have announced the company has a budget of $8 billion thanks to their third quarter earnings and will put some of that money behind the anime industry. Yes, you did hear right, $8 billion. My mind immediately goes to how many European vacations I could take with that. But Joseph Chow, who is a producer for the anime series Night of the Zodiac Saint Seiya, explained that the anime world needs the love now more than ever. Anime has received criticism recently for the harsh working conditions the crews are put under, and that stress stirred somewhat of a media frenzy. Many large corporations are taking notice and trying to use that to their advantage. Chow said, quote, "They're all scrambling to meet with everybody, but Netflix is the most aggressive." It could be because Netflix has already confirmed in summer 2018 a 26-episode series called Baki, which will be released. Of course, if there's any money left over, I will happily take it. My student loans and a little too expensive shopping taste would much appreciate that. That's all for TV. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Lauren. Now let's go to Edgardo to hear which member of One Direction is the latest to drop a new album.
One Direction member Niall Horan has officially released his debut solo album, Flicker. The 24-year-old singer-songwriter's album spent 4 days on the worldwide iTunes album chart and is set to hit #1 on the Billboard 200. With a 13-track album and songs like On the Loose, Flicker, and Seeing Blind, a duet with Maren Morris, Horan gave fans a lyrically and heartfelt album. With a different approach in his music, Horan separates himself from other 1D members. Fans were first introduced to Horan's solo music last year with the release of This Town, which peaked at #20 on the Billboard Hot 100, and the upbeat track Slow Hands. Horan also kicked off his first solo tour back in August, but fans were blind as to what he would be performing. With his North American tour coming to an end, fans can now sing back the lyrics and feel a bit more connected to what Horan is singing. With Harry and Niall already having albums released, we can't help but wonder which 1D member will release their album next, Liam or Louis? I'm Edgardo Lozoya. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Edgardo. So Dora the Explorer live-action movie is coming. I bet you didn't know that, and I'm going to tell you about it. The Hollywood Reporter recently reported that Nicholas Stoller, who you might know from directing the two Neighbors movies, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and last year's animated film Storks, he is attached to direct this live-action adaptation of the television series for Paramount Pictures. In addition, it has been reported that Michael Bay, yes, that Michael Bay, was attached to produce at one time, but apparently now it has been clarified by Paramount that only his production company, Platinum Dunes, is involved in the project, but Michael Bay himself is not. Paramount is still eyeing the project for a 2019 release date, but no casting and no official release date have yet been announced. So Jordan, a live-action Dora the Explorer movie is coming. You hear that Michael Bay's production company is involved, and you hear that Nicholas Stoller is directing. What do you think?
Honestly, my first thought is if it is live action and they're gonna have a real monkey to play Boots, how are they gonna get the real monkey to wear boots? That's such a key part of the character.
I didn't even think about Boots. I was only thinking about the idea of a live-action Dora the Explorer. Like, beyond that, are they gonna have fourth wall breaks? Because that was one of the things about the original show.
What about a real fox? This
What
just
about
sounds
real
like
fox?
a really big
There
endeavor.
are a lot of questions about this movie. On paper, the idea of Nicholas Stoller tackling it, I thought Storks was actually really kind of charming, and he also wrote that 2011 Muppets movie with Jason
Oh,
Segel,
wow.
which was so charming. I'm intrigued to see what he does with this.
I
So
am too,
we'll have to see when it
definitely.
comes out in 2019. Anyways, let's go to Lauren Sheeler for what's coming new to ASU Gamage.
For all the theater enthusiasts out there, there are so many shows coming to the Valley this fall, including a personal favorite. The national tour of Something Rotten is making its way to AZ. The show is set in the English Renaissance, and the cast tells the comedic story of two brothers desperately trying to write a play. But after one thing leads to another, they accidentally write the world's first musical. One critic writes, "It's the funniest thing to arrive on Broadway since the Book of Mormon." So Something Rotten should not disappoint. The musical debuts here in the Valley on Halloween this Monday right here at ASU Gamage, but will only be running through November 5th, so be sure to claim your tickets while you still can. That's all for me. I'm Lauren Sheeler. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Lauren. That'll do it for us for this week's Halloween episode of Cronkite Cut. But remember, we are always online and on social media, so check us out at Cronkite_cut.
And for all the latest episodes and bloopers, check out our website, cronkitecut.com, or our YouTube channel. We'll be back next week as ourselves. I'm Winnie the Pooh.
And I'm Baby. Cronkite Cut is your source for entertainment news, a cut above the rest.
Thank you for watching.